bottom of the ocean. At the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'll stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Sorry that I can't keep it together. Maybe it's the trauma, or maybe it's the drugs. I can't seem to control my fucking temper. But the problem lies in not being enough. I lost my sense of humor in the battle for my mind. Now I'll slip away with one last puff this time. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Forgive me for the outburst with your neighbors. My actions don't reflect what's in my soul. I never found the right way to relate or take in and display a better role. The chemicals that shape me are buried deep this time. My family's already given up, it's fine. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, the only time with no regrets, letting myself die. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my life. The substance suicide, the only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Is letting myself die.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
In a world where there is so much uncertainty, two things remain constant: our nation's heroes and a mother's love. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, our nation's veterans, first responders, and mothers sacrificed their lives to serve others. America was built on their dedication and sacrifice.
One person in particular has gone above and beyond to answer to the call to service. B. Taylor is a multi-award winning artist, producer, Navy veteran, and a Goodwill Global Ambassador to our nation's heroes. His commitment to God, family, and country illustrates the importance of family values, military service in a nation of many. We may not agree on politics, but we can agree that we are one and life begins with the guidance of a mother's love.
Up in the morning, knowing I must go. Look into my family's eyes, full of tears that flow. Wondering will I come back home? No one but God only knows. Did I make the right decision? Will my kids be all alone? Gotta hold back the feeling that's inside. Be all that I can be. Wear this uniform with pride. Look up to the heavens for my help. My brothers and my sisters there, they won't ever let me fail. I'm the people's soldier, no matter where I stand. Give up my life for freedom, a good old American. Who cares if I'm a city guy or country boy? That's who I am. Let's all love each other as good old Americans. Say it with me. We are one. Yeah, yeah. Love is all we need. A little love is all we need. Yeah, we are one. We are one. Yeah, love is all we need. Love is all we need. Yeah, we are one. We are one. We are one. Love is all we need. Love is all we need. Yeah, we are one. We are one. Love is all we need. Love is all we need.
There are people dying, babies crying, many fighting. What the hell are we doing this for?
All of us have strayed away, pointing fingers every day. What's going on? We need some Marvin Gaye, the miracles, the Motown way.
Homeless heads have got to go. Prejudice has got to go. Guns in school has got to go. Suicide can be no more.
When I get home, open up and accept me. Remember this one thing, land of the free.
I'm the people's soldier. No matter where I stay, give up my life for freedom.
A good old American. Who cares if I'm a city guy or country boy? That's who I am. Let's all love each other as good old Americans.
Come on and say it with me. Love is wake up in the morning, knowing I must go. Look into my family's eyes, full of tears that flow. Wondering will I come back home? No one but God only knows. Did I make the right decision? Will my kids be all alone? Gotta hold back the feeling that's inside. Be all that I can.
Broadcasting live from the basement to the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Let's roll.
YouTube feed? Uh-oh. We get a strike? Oh. We get a strike on YouTube?
Already?
That was quick.
I mean, my chat popped out of YouTube feed. It didn't shut down, but I know.
We'll see. Hey, hang on. Let me get, whoa. We got YouTube going on, huh? That YouTube drama. Hang on. We gotta fix that. I was wondering if that was going to catch us on a live
copyright flag.
Did it copyright us? Yeah, we got busted. We got busted. Hang on. Oh shit. Man, I wonder how far we got busted. Dude, we got so busted that we got busted.
Damn,
man. Hang on. Well, look at it's like, yep, it's gone. It says stream unavailable. We got busted. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're live now. Okay. We got so busted. That's weird. Oh, it unstreamed the I can hear myself now. There we go.
Just the little commercial, or not the commercial, but the other video part.
The other video. It's the music. I guarantee it. The music video probably the music video came in and messed it up. We got B. Taylor and Eric Ranks today. A salute, Veteran Made Spirits Coffee. B. Taylor and Eric Ranks. So go back to the YouTube page if you're so that's what it was. I'm willing to bet YouTube got stupid and goes, well, you can't play the video. And then that's it. And oh well. So there you go. That's all I can say. It's up now. Matter of fact, let me triple and double check the status, because that is so weird. I didn't get it. Did you get a pop?
YouTube can be a pain. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But I've gotten flagged for copyright for using my own music for stuff before back in the day.
Oh, I know. Well, I remember back in the day they said that I was a my own voice.
Yeah.
Like my own voice prevented me from going on there on the live, and they said that I for a long time it took me a minute to get
stuff before back in the day.
Oh, I know. And there we go. See, it's back up. That is so freaking weird. They're haters on you guys. They're B. Taylor and Eric Grace. They're haters. Haters.
Yeah.
There we
Hector
go.
brought up the Epstein files, and suddenly, fucking.
Yeah. So yeah, Hector talks about the Epstein files, and all of a sudden we're freaking. Damn. What's up with that? Oh yeah. So broadcasting live from the Focus Veteran Center of Excellence on this 4 August 2025, the year of our. In a year of our what is going on in politics, drama, genes. Today's the Coast Guard's birthday.
It is.
Oh, well, you were being quiet now. That's why you were being kind of shy about it.
No, Semper Paratus, bitches.
Yeah, dude. Salute. Happy shout out to the Coast Guard. Now, do you know any Coast Guard lore? Go YouTube. It'll go back up. You guys, that is so weird.
Yeah.
YouTube killed that. Man, hate. So anyways, Coast Guard's birthday. That's so awesome. It feels
oldest seagoing service.
I was about to say it was the oldest seagoing service. I'm I just think it's pretty cool that Coast Guard, still rocking it, still hanging out, still 235 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Coast Guard has stood watch, and dude, I'll be honest with you, I think they do a lot more than what normal. Like other branches of service, they do stuff, right? And then they freaking have whatever. Yeah, somebody just talked about the Coastie Medal of Honor after a show. My couch is like right there, dude. It's right there. My couch is right there. Francis.
Fucking Dougie Monroe, man.
Yeah.
Running Marines, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, I know the Coasties do more as, I guess, Coast Guardsmen is how you're supposed to refer to them these days. But yeah, as a whole, with their jobs, man, I think they do more than, because all there's so few Coasties. The jobs are a lot more spread out, right? They're not
Right.
specified. So I mean, I think the Coast Guard has fewer people than the entirety of the NYPD to do all the fucking shit they do across the U.S. So it's a lot.
Cool.
Everybody's doing a bunch of different things.
Yeah. I'm about to say, because that one video that we posted on WTF Moments, that one time where that Coastie jumped out at that semi-submersible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to post them and say, did you see the badass video? Yeah, I saw the badass video. With the rate we're happening right now with our YouTube stuff, getting strucks. I don't want to freak in, but that one video of that Coastie jumping on that semi-submersible drug cartel runner, and the guy jumps on the back of it and beats the freaking thing. Those two guys, that one guy beats the hatch, and then freaking. Yeah. Now I know where the term beats the hatch come from. But yeah, anyways,
I use beat the hatch for entirely different meanings, but yes.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, hanging out with your significant other side piece or girlfriend or wives, ex-wives, or how many of your wives? Yeah, you could bang the hatch. That's a new term, right? Gonna bang that hatch. Whoa. Anyways, so again, I don't know. Apologies to the guys on YouTube. I don't think it went down. Did it show anything on Facebook? I didn't see any Facebook strikes at all. I didn't say your feed has been terminated. That's pretty weird because sometimes it's Facebook. It's the one that's the butthurt one. And so let's see. Let me just double check to make sure it's on the feed on the timeline for Facebook. And now it looks like it's all right. Looks like it's still good on Facebook. That is so weird. It's like hate. Anyways, so congrats, happy birthday, 235th. Let's jump into the Monday topics, man. Holy crap! Everyone's making a big deal about Sydney Sweeney and her jeans, and the jeans, and the story of lines of jeans, which it's kind of like everyone says that already, right? If you're of healthy stock, you got health. Well, if you have healthy stocks like her, then obviously she wait, who's that in the freaking, who is that in the chat, who's in the green room with us?
The green room? Oh, this is Eric.
Oh, Eric, dude, I'm about to say you're early.
Well, they had me on a window between 8 to 9.
Really? Oh,
I can leave and come back.
No, you want to hang out and shoot the shit with us. B. Taylor's not coming down for another minute, right? So
I don't know exactly what time B's showing up.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, well here, hang on. You can hang out. You want to hang out and talk to us then, and then shoot the breeze?
Yeah, I didn't know if you could see me.
Yeah. I was like, I heard this weird noise. Like, what the hell is that? I thought there was like a chupacabra or some Llorona behind you there, Massey. I didn't know there was going to be. Damn. Okay, hang on, Eric. Let me. I was like, you look like somebody else. That's why I didn't want to like totally, completely. That's a surprise. Okay, hang on. Let me grab his stuff right here, and then let me move Massey up, and then let me add. This is so cool. Well, I guess you're kind of sort of there with us now, Eric. You kind of shoot the breeze and hang out, and there we go.
Yeah, now I'm live.
Now you're live. Now you're with us. You weren't supposed to be here till 9, but okay, that's fine. That's quite all right.
Like I said, I can come back.
No. If you want to, you want to add some, you want to add some back and forth with us, you can if you want. And
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay, so you know all the drama that's going on with Sydney Sweeney, right? All the stuff that's going on.
Yes.
With her
advertisement.
Yeah, with her advertisements. Yes. And holy crap, it's caused a bunch of good Lord. Look, I don't know. Everyone says that there was racist dog whistles involved and there was this. And I'm like, okay, look, since I've been growing up, every time you see a hot chick in jeans, like Guess jeans or Levi's or something like that, that's what you normally see, right? You see hot chicks, or I would say hot looking those individuals that would be, attracted to the opposite sex. I just don't understand.
I mean, that's the prime marketing 101.
Right.
Appeal to somebody's
appeal to somebody's, exactly. And then of course the play on words, good genes. And so everyone, okay, look, the whole drama is that Sydney Sweeney went on and did this American Eagle ad, and the next thing you know, the words "we got good genes," everyone started jumping on it, to include our own government, to include everybody else.
Now I feel like it would have been much different if it had been like, a retro picture of Hitler, photoshopped with some American Eagle jeans, saying, "Hey, we got good jeans." Then that might have been an offensive ad. But as it stands, I don't really see the issue.
No, I don't. Again, a play on words. A play jeans. Jeans with a J, not GNES. Jeans. I don't see how anybody could have gotten offended. I mean, it was kind of like a dad joke is really what it was. And like, oh yeah, ha ha ha, so, good genes, yeah, got it. And then everybody started freaking out.
Welcome to a polarized society.
Right. I was just like, wait a minute. Someone says, "Let me see those jeans." Okay, let me. Here we go. I don't know if we're gonna do this. Okay, are we gonna do this? Are we really gonna put her up on there? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let's see. So now she's been identified as a Republican, and so now everyone's freaking out because now she's a Republican, and God forbid people can't be political or can't vote. So somebody put sex sells for Sydney Sweeney, but so does being a Republican, is what all the freaking drama and all the crybabies are talking about. Let me put this window cap in.
I mean, it was one step further when Trump came out. Once he found out she was Republican, he came out and said, "Hey, I support her in this ad."
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, yeah, exactly. Liam Kelly wrote. I mean, look, sex sells anyways. That's kind of like a common. That's a common thing. I mean, there you go. So this is what the ad was. Some of the ads, and everyone's like, "Dude, God, stop! It's not a big deal. It's not a." I don't know. I don't see it as a big deal. Let's just put it that way. I really don't.
I'm more offended with the denim on denim, but
yeah, exactly. Sometimes you'll have like a cotton T-shirt or a button-up shirt or something like that. But yeah, dude,
no Canadian tuxedo there.
Yeah, exactly. She's on full denim. So it's like, God, man, you're making a mountain out of molehill. I don't think that it matters. I think honestly, an advertising pun, a jingle, that's what it all comes to, and everyone's throwing their own, most people say, what else? Sex sells already. Of course, everybody knows that.
I do love that we currently live in a state of society that an endorsement from the president of the United States can hurt your career. That is a magical place to be in our world.
For no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason. I mean, you literally get it.
That's crazy.
I mean, literally, you're just talking like, yeah, hey, I'm this, and then Trump comes out. I like, she's a Republican. I'm paraphrasing, of course, with my poorly imitated voice. She's great. Oh, she's even better. Blah, blah, blah. Well, of course everyone's gonna say, yeah, cool. I mean, I mean, again, I just don't see the dad jokes of all dad jokes that played into the advertising, and that's it. That's not really a big deal. Not to me, at least. You know what I mean? It got to the point so bad. Not so bad, but everyone started doing the good gene stuff to where our own, and they're probably going to delete this once we post this, so we got to hurry up and talk about it. Is the exchange, the PX. The PX did their own little ad too. They did their own thing, and matter of fact, let me pull this up because before it goes down, and everyone freaks out. Here's what the exchange said. The exchange said this. They said the same thing. The exchange has good genes.
Denim for all.
Denim for all. Look at that. They check back tomorrow for new weekly deals with the PX. There you go. PX has got good genes. This, of course, had to be shared on U.S. Army WTF Moments because it was freaking hilarious to see everybody, get I'll just say it, get all blue haired and screechy about it, and this is what happened. I mean, everyone's like, "Holy crap! They actually posted." Yeah, it's an actual post. Go to U.S. Army WTF Moments. Go to the Facebook page, and you'll see it. That the exchange has good genes. The comments in there, everyone's laughing, saying, "Hey, we did." King Smith is in there. Actual King Smith. I dig the marketing. Someone's gonna get smoked for eternity. Which, get it? Jeans. Do you get it yet? I mean, there's individuals that obviously are realizing that it's getting overplayed. So,
yep.
Shit. I'm just trying to think. I think a couple of my kids have American Eagle jeans. Oh, there you go.
I didn't realize that people even still wore American Eagle jeans. Jesus, they were huge in like the late 90s, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All those companies, American Eagle, Hollister, like all of them that like went bankrupt are all coming back now.
Yeah. What's the Abercrombie and Fitch as well? All those, where all the Coldplay bro. That's when all the bro music area come out with Coldplay and all that, Offspring and all that.
Now you went with Coldplay.
PacSun with its heyday. Yeah.
PacSun, yeah, exactly. I'm just throwing that in there just to get rile everybody up too, because everyone's like freaking out. But yeah, there's. Everyone's getting mad about that stuff. So I'm just like freaking. I think one of my youngest has an American Eagle T-shirt, old one.
Yeah.
And there we go. Everyone's gonna start saying that we're fascists. Did you do anything fascist today, by the way?
I try to do one fascist thing every day when I wake up.
I was just thinking about people complaining about fascism really don't know what true fascism is. It's like this morning I woke up, got some fascist coffee, made some fascist eggs, got some fascist exercise in.
Well, I try to strip the rights away from my children at least once a day.
What type of parenting are you, fascist? Are you saying that you don't let your kids just watch anything? That's fascism, right?
Exactly. I just arbitrarily take things away. It's this one makes you happy today. Nah, not today.
I did some fascist exercises, and then me and the youngest had some fascist lunch. Shot the shit about some fascist things while he was playing World of Tanks. And doing some school stuff, and then let's see, what else did I do? Drank some again. I keep drinking fascist coffee. I worked the fascist inbox. At what point do we just we just keep going overboard till we don't take it seriously anymore? That's what's funny about it, is that everyone has been offended by everything so much that now truly offensive stuff isn't offensive anymore because it's overdone, it's overplayed. So, but. So I was just like, God, man, there's nothing fascist about an ad with a girl that's that's attractive, that wants to, whatever.
How dare you assume her gender, first of all?
Well, I'm about to say, man, she's got some freaking fuel blibbits on her freaking chest, and she wants to do what she wants, and let her do it. It's funny because the ones that are crying about it are the ones that freaking have OnlyFans, you know what I mean? Or the ones that have, these, dude, let performers, actors, actresses, songwriters, band members, rappers, anybody, do what you got, do what you want. Market yourself. If anything else, like Eric was saying, is like Eric said that the fact that these companies are going out and now they're coming back, hell yeah. What a revival.
Yeah.
You're not going to see, I don't know, Levi's has been out there pretty good though. So they've been, I can't wait to see some fascist Carl's Jr. and Hardee's commercials and fascist In-N-Out and fascist Whataburgers and what's next? What's going to happen next?
Rebrand, relaunch. I hear there's an item for sale.
Yeah, exactly. Freaking Taco Bell's going to have some, some rebranding as well. I mean, can't even imagine.
Pretty soon, every restaurant will be Taco Bell when the franchise wars of the future die down.
Oh, man. You know what? I just saw Demolition Man not even a couple days ago.
I just rewatched it 2 days ago.
Yeah. I watched it. Be well. Because somebody was talking about Wesley Snipes, and they were talking about how he coming back as Blade, and he's always going to be Blade to me. I mean, to me, he's always going to be Blade. He was the one that revitalized the MCU. He was the one that revitalized the comic to movie genre. And someone was talking about it. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch this again. Demolition Man was the shit. Especially I'm a Wesley Snipes fan, so his character, Simon Phoenix. I mean, some of the hilarious little one-liners that he had and all that. Of course, everybody does want to see L.A. underneath a bunch of rubble in a museum, but welcome to San Angeles. But yeah, I just can't believe. Man, I just can't believe everyone's making a big deal about that. It just it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is. And until, like I said, I don't know, man. I just don't understand why people make a big deal about stupid jeans.
They're crisis actors.
They're what?
I said they're crisis actors. It's fine.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, right. Ooh. Yeah, say, hey, look over here. Look over here. While there's lithium mines being worked by children in North Carolina, people are jeans over here. I know. I just think, Jesus Christ, man.
That's what it's the distraction to keep away from that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's alien ships entering in our then been spotted by NASA scientists and shit. Like it's the world's ending.
And still no Epstein files.
And still no Epstein files. God damn it.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
I mean, at this state right now, with the way the government's running and the way the news cycle is going, it's like Texas. Did you hear what happened to Texas? That now there's warrants out
now.
There's warrants out for.
Which part?
What's that?
I was gonna say which part of Texas?
Yeah,
Texas,
exactly. There was freaking. I guess there was some representatives in their government. And,
the Democrats going to another state.
Yeah, and they left for like Chicago or something like that, and so Governor, I don't want to say Governor Hot Wheels, but they always call him Governor Hot Wheels. Governor has, Abbott is like freaking. Did some warrants, and
I know he did warrants, but I did see that he said if they didn't show up, he was going to have them removed from their position.
Yeah.
Which, look, that whole thing is about gerrymandering anyways. I mean, denying quorum is needed to convene the session, and he insisted that he will take steps to remove those lawmakers from their seats. I want to know if is there any freaking, I'm not much on Texas law or the Texas Constitution, so I don't know. I mean, can he fucking do that? Can he really do that? Can he like throw some warrants out for people to, for absent Democrats? I mean, he signed civil arrest warrants for absent Democrats. Why? For what? I mean,
I don't know. I feel like though in Texas, if you just show up with a gun, you could probably work it out. That's probably somewhere in the law. I'm not 100% sure,
I mean, most of the deal with me with Texas is that sometimes they go overboard on some of their laws, and then they kind of like counter each other on their laws. Like they're all about veteran advocacy with working with behavioral health, and then as soon as you talk about passing cannabis, CBD, THC, CBN for behavioral health and or dealing with the veteran behavioral health stuff. Then all of a sudden they're clutching pearls, weed snorters and reefer madness, and you're like, dude, what? I don't understand. How could you sit there and not say you don't support it? And then it was a lieutenant governor that had his bill squashed, Governor Abbott. But again, this is what Democratic State Representative James Tallarico said, that we are fighting for a representative democracy, and whether or not we'll continue, we're willing to face whatever consequence may come in our way. I don't even, can they do that? Can Texas do that? I mean, if you're not, again, I'm not a Texas person. I'm a Texas person. I'm not a Texas. I don't understand. I'm not a Texas person. I'm not. I mean, I don't understand that.
Thank God I was born with better genes than a Texan.
I was about a great point, Ali. I was about to say it's posturing. They don't care. It's like everyone's like not talking about, okay, can he do this? And if he can, and they're not going to have a vote, then don't vote. Then, okay, don't count him in. Okay, then the vote doesn't happen. Someone didn't show up. I mean, is it because of the redistricting stuff? Is it because, no, everyone's always talking about Texas. Oh man, dude. Abbott said if members don't show up either deadline by 3 p.m. Central today. Oh, it should be like happening like now, right? remove. He's gonna invoke the Texas Attorney General opinion number KP 0382. That sounds like a stormtrooper that works in a DFAC. KP 0382. Why aren't you at your post? To remove missing Democrats from membership. What was that?
I said pew pew.
Yeah, pew pew. He's citing an opinion from Texas Republican Attorney Ken Paxton, which is written that after previous walkouts where Democratic leaders left the state to protest a change in voting laws. The opinion, which is non-binding, says any district court may determine that a legislator has forfeited her office due to abandonment and can remove the legislator from office. Okay, so if it's abandoned, then why are you going to arrest him? Why are you putting out a civil? Like I said, let him go. let him take off.
I mean, it really comes down to the redistricting. Like the Republicans have an agenda, and so he doesn't want them to go try to help that agenda in the other state.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say this: they're not really doing a very good job. You know what I mean? If like you're trying to, I always laugh at we're going to do this for democracy, and democracy is going to be. There has to be something done and blah, blah, blah. And then they pull some of this stuff. You're kind of like, it almost looks petty. All right, we're going to do arrest warrants because you didn't show up for work. Yeah. Damn, well, just, okay. So Abbott called a special session last month to take up the redistricting effort along with 17 other topics. This has included the relief for Texas flood victims and a review of a flood warning system and emergency preparedness and the THC ban, which we talked about. Congressional redistricting, however, was considered first as part-time legislature meets for 140 days of each year. Dude, 140 days every other year? The governor called the right to his 30-day special session to address certain... So they don't even work? Or is that what I'm saying? Am I reading that right? Texas has a part-time legislature, which meets for 140 days every other year. The governor has the right to call a 30-day special session to address certain topics. The current special session started on July 21st. So, like... No, Ali said that it was okay, got it. I was saying Provet was posturing, not the walkouts. Walkouts are normal for legislature. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It always happens. We always see Congress not voting for anybody. You'll see Congress do their posturing on the floor. You know, John McCain's famous thumbs down. Everyone's all like, oh, ha, ha, ha. You know, that again, totally doesn't, I don't know. Is it a big brouhaha?
Brouhaha.
Is it a big? Somebody said it was a nothing burger, and I'm reading another text. This is a nothing burger and all nothing but politics as usual. And same thing, just like Ali said. But speaking of which, did we get the full final count of everybody accounted for from the floods that happened?
Are you asking me? Or was that a hype? I don't know. Oh, from here or from Texas? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Man. Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I forgot about I forgot you were.
Yeah, I was like, there's fucking floods everywhere, dude.
Yeah. My fault. Yeah. Eric, for which you don't know, Massey was, his area was affected by the Hurricane Helen floods in eastern North Carolina. And so he was, my apologies, man.
When Asheville was pretty much wiped out.
Yeah, all around that area.
Yeah, it's let me see. The final as of July 20 for 2025. So at least 135 fatalities, 107 were reported. 37 children from summer camp. 101 individuals were reported missing. Search and rescue operations. So wow, okay, that was just a check. So again, I'm not up on the Texas thing. I'm not understanding what the Texas drama is all about. So for me, it's kind of like I feel like I'm talking out of term. It's like, all right, show up to work. If they don't show up to work, fine. Then okay, fucking just have your votes without them. Yeah. And if you're not, and if the districts are going away, then okay. If you're that'd be like your business is crumbling and you want everybody to show up to the last day of work while your business is crumbling. You know, are you going to show up to work if the business is crumbling? But.
No, you're going to go buy a pair of jeans.
Yeah, you're going to. Exactly. Oh, gosh, man.
Well, that depends on if your work has anything good to steal.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
It's Texas.
Not that I would ever steal anything from my last day of work, but, in theory.
Well, there are some that would sabotage their processes and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
I don't really
exactly.
I don't really see Texas having a like I said. I just, to me, it's just I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm just saying that okay, it is a big deal, but having arrest warrants done for
It's a little much. It's a little much.
it's a little much.
A little much.
Okay, they're not going to vote. Fine. Okay, then fucking don't add their votes to it, and it's not going to make it. And if they're getting redistricted and their jobs are not going to be there, then okay, then them not showing up it's no big deal. It's not going to hurt. Nobody should be. Now let's do it for Congress, not Texas. Congress. I could see something like that.
Well, that redistricting is not even for their state. They're out of state. They're over there trying to support another state, and the Democrats did this once before, and it didn't help at all. So they left Texas. There's a arrest warrant, but they're not even in Texas. They're in another state trying to prevent redistricting in another state. So it is for Congress that they're doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm talking about when Congress meets. Like I'm talking about when Congress is in session, like when you have all the big congressional names, like well, at the time, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and they were all there, and they didn't show up for any votes. MTG, all them, or AOC, and they don't show up for any votes or something like that. Then I could see, oh man, you're gonna do arrest warrants for them too, for whatever votes they're gonna have or not have. So. Anyways, I was just curious. I mean, that was one of the topics that I was going to talk about because I know there's some individuals that are like, yeah, okay, Texas is Texas. Then I don't even want to talk about it. Or, okay, fine, then we won't talk about it. It's just Texas. Let's see, what was the other news?
Yeah, Texas and Florida just do their own thing.
Yeah, I was about to say. Texas, I mean... It's like this is a 6-minute read that I got that Texas Republicans on Monday sought to retaliate against Democrats who failed the state voting to issue civil arrest warrants for dozens of lawmakers who left an attempt to stymie the giant GOP effort to redraw the congressional map. Have you seen some of these congressional maps though? Just any congressional map, what it looks like?
Ridiculous.
Let me see. Let me look at what's your district there, Eric? Oh, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm sorry. Didn't want to bust out or name a district, I should say.
Of course, you won't be able to see it. Maybe on my Apple Watch, it just popped up about the jeans.
That's awesome.
It literally just popped up.
Let me see. District 23, yeah. So
I have a few. I'm in Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay.
I've got everybody's favorite, Mike Lee.
Oh, you got Mike Lee, based Mike Lee, that guy. Is that the landowner, the land sale deal guy?
Everybody's favorite right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
I'm sure you could go on another 10 minutes on
Yeah,
Mike
I was about
Lee.
to say, don't get me started, because I don't want to say I was part of the group that advocated against his decisions. Yeah, exactly that, Ali. That's what I'm about to say. Arresting politicians is not what a free society does. We don't do that shit. Like we were just saying before. Let's see. Redistricting maps, and let's see the. I don't know why all of a sudden my shit went to Texas again. There we go. Districts. There was one somebody showed me a gerrymandering map, and I was like, "Holy crap!" What a map looks like. Map examples, I guess you'd say. And you're like, "Holy!" Not that one. There we go. Statista has this right here. I'll just pull this up. And this is the maps that I think gives you the kind of reason that you're like, what is this? It's like these are districts. No symmetry to it to me. In the way I see things, that looks like freaking. That looks just like it's purposeful in its gerrymandering. You know what I mean? And you look, okay, it's like you only want certain people to vote for you, or a certain demographic to vote for you. Maryland's
Those are like Rorschach tests.
I'm about to say.
I see a penis. I see my mom.
Exactly. Exactly. What's that one on the bottom? That looks like that right there. This right here looks like an island. Doesn't even look like gerrymandering, Michigan, Kansas City. Yeah. So all these other stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to stray off on the on that, but yeah, just some of the gerrymandering maps that I was looking at. I was like, gosh, man, this is. There we go. So to me, is this what everyone's getting pissed off about? You know, the redistricting means that. Why don't districts have specific, like San Antonio? Okay, San Antonio's Bexar County, even though people pronounce it, people from out of state call it. It's spelled Bexar, and they spell it Bex. They say Bexar when it's Bexar County. But why is it then like, okay, here's San Antonio, bam, that whole district area, that's your constituents, that's your, you know what I mean? Kind of like how Kansas City is in Missouri, but everyone thinks it's part of Kansas City. That's Kansas, the Kansas state. It's just something like that. Something that give you more symmetry to it instead of looking like that freaking afflict booger on a map. Yeah, I'll be crass about it. It looks like it just doesn't look like it's it just doesn't look like it's fair. Again, to go back to what Ali said, arresting politicians is not what we do. If you're going to arrest a politician, then your constituents should see that and say, oh, okay, you're not going to participate in this, then okay, we'll vote you out. Or you're not going to run in our district again. Or we're not going to vote for you in this, but arresting them.
Hey, maybe part of our problem is we don't arrest enough politicians, goddammit.
If there were normal shaped districts, half of Texas would be blue because of the cities. Well, that's what I'm saying, Ali. It's like not specific, like break them off in specific ways to where the cities are involved and other, I don't know, it's something, man, because it just, go back to 1812. Okay, what about it? The gerrymander, a new species of monster. Somebody sent me this from Brookings Institute. So here's North Carolina. Here's a North Carolina. There you go. Look at that.
Yep. They just redistrictified all the stuff here not too long ago because it pushed, was it Jeff, what's his name, out of his job and ran for district attorney, I think. But
yeah, these are just examples of maps, by the way, currently right now, obviously with the difference of what it looks like. Let me see what's another one here. Pennsylvania, I heard there's like a big one too here. Let me look at Pennsylvania. Bam. There we go. Pennsylvania, man. Look at that. That's all gerrymandered. Which is the one that's got that Fetterman dude in it? Which district is he in?
I don't know.
Let's see what's another one here. Thanks, somebody who sent me links here. Got to catch up to the links. Yeah, gerrymandering plan right here. Let me look at this one. Yeah, again, back to North Carolina. North Carolina. I heard North Carolina is pretty famous for that, for doing this. Don't they change like districts all the time, pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah. Susan says, check out Fulton County in Georgia. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Let's check this out. Georgia.
Fulton County,
Georgia. Let's see. I'll just do Georgia. It's like that. Gerrymandering maps by Georgia. Is that I don't even know. It looks like a, oh my gosh. Hang on. Here's some of the maps for Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Good Lord.
Yep.
I think we need to have somebody from Congress come in here and tell us how all this shit works. It's probably going to be the boringest podcast ever, but damn, dude. Because then people start saying, yeah, they should be arrested. And yeah, and I'm like, okay, what are they being arrested for? Well, because. Okay, well, why? Well, because they're not there. Well, I mean, I don't know. Give them a sick call slip or something like that. I don't know how that works. I mean, what's the? Let's see, here's another one. There was an Eastern student that wins math conference prize for researching on gerrymandering. Unbiased redistricting is hard. Check out, man, I already got people already making fun of their own states. Check out Massachusetts. Zoom into Atlanta, yeah. I just got to scroll in here. Gerrymandering, this is another, man, I will say North Carolina, the reason why North Carolina keeps popping up on my searches because it's always been the biggest drama when it comes to gerrymandering. Like, it's almost like on the spot. It's like the next thing you know, someone finds out they're in another district, and like this is from a few years back, and this is from Wired that says gerrymandering should be more infuriating when you can actually see it. And the perfect example right there. Look at that. Holy crap.
Yep.
Sorry, that's not part of your district. Because then when soldiers go to their chains of command and want to do a congressional, and they do a congressional, they don't realize that they're not in their specific map, because sometimes, that's a good point too. It freaking, I think it disenfranchises the service members that are freaking there, because they're serving from their states. They want to talk to them about issues, and then you get Washington Post. Let me see. Washington Post News. Allie dropped a, looks like, oh yeah, I think Allie dropped, yeah, I think I remember seeing this one here, but it's on a paywall, Allie. Not subscribing to the Washington Post here. So, but anyhow. All right. Let's see, what's another one? Oh shit, it's almost time for
me to get kicked off of here. Yeah,
it's almost time for our other guest, B. Taylor. Did you already hit up Eric? Did you already hit up B. Taylor that he needs to come on, or?
I'll text him right now.
All right. Yeah, I didn't mean to drag Eric into a big old gerrymandering conversation about politics. You said Atlanta real quick? Okay, Georgia, and I'll just do Atlanta since zoom into Atlanta since Susan asked about Atlanta. There we go. All right, so we're gonna take a break right quick while we get B on, and we're also gonna play. I don't know if you guys notice hearing different musics and stuff. We have different. We have another. We had Substance Suicide. I know you heard that track, and then we had another one coming up, Devil in Me, and it's from some veterans named Kyle Benson and the Fraternizers. And so let me just read right quick. They're from DC. One of them's from DC, currently stationed with my bandmates at 22CR Swamp Fox. Been stationed here for 5 years. Looking forward to continuing my guitar music. I've been playing the guitar and singing for 20 years. My drummer is Greg Behrman. He is from Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania, and been stationed with me in Fox Troop. And he's been playing drums since he was 8 years old, almost 17 years. My bass, Sergeant First Class Ryan Camacho is from Orange County, LA. He's playing bands like Zebrahead and is open for Wheatus. He said they're assholes. Okay. Our band is called Kyle Benson and the Fraternizers. I wrote the songs, so I put my name first. But we all contribute a ton to this project. There's another one in here. If you could somehow give a shout out to Nathan Balding in there, it would mean the world to me and his family. Yes. I'm giving you a shout out right now. The first track that we played, Substance Suicide, is about the struggles of suicide in the military and a personal testimony for a friend and the thousands of soldiers who do not have a voice anymore. So that probably the song was dedicated to him, more than likely. Devil in Me is the one I'm going to be playing right now, a song highlighting the darkness that we all have inside ourselves and how the hell is somewhere personal to our darkest memories. So we all have a devil in us, and we all have to learn to wrestle with it. Man, good words. So we're going to play this track after our little bit, and we'll get B. Taylor on in a second. So stand by.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
A candle, not a big fireplace. It's a girl with blonde hair and tears down her face. It's a lack of emotion, but the devil's so warm, with a sense of elation and souls being torn. that she was the problem, but I came to find that the thorns and the horns had always been mine. The devil in you and the devil in me are just part of the problem, as problems tend to be. You don't need to explain, we can both feel the pain. It's alright to lose faith, just don't lose this embrace, this devil in me. This devil in me. He met with my mother, said he's the son of a guy, and anybody who knows him is destined to rhyme. Plays the blues like he owns it, and breaks hearts like it's fine. But a lock is away when he's found the one, and he's cursed to this psycho, but he won't know he's there, since I won't let him die until his moment of despair. It's alright to lose faith, just don't lose this embrace, this devil in me. This devil in me.
secrets lie. Army WTF, you can't deny. Army of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army of the force, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep. A midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeants rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm. In the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF, you can't deny. Army of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army of the force, the madness we know. The mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeants rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm. In the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF, you can't deny. Army of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army of the force, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wild things roam. Every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange. Army of the force, it never will change. So raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say Army of the force every single day.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. Oh. Now we're back with a guest. One of the guests at least.
You can't get rid of me.
I'm about to say, dude, why are you still here? Eric Ranks, 22 salute. When B comes up, we will definitely add to the discussion. But welcome to WTF Nation Radio's U.S. Army WTF Moments. How you doing, man?
Fantastic. Thank you for having me on tonight.
Man, this is awesome. Seeing some of the other stuff, I think I might have seen your wine and spirits. We talked about it last show. I think it was on Thursday. We talked about it, and so can you tell us about? Give us a little bit about your background about yourself.
Background about myself. So I am a military dependent. My dad served Army during Vietnam and transferred to Air Force after Vietnam. And growing up in the military, I also grew up with some health problems like leukemia, internal bleeding that took. Here's B.
Hey, I was trying to get in. It wouldn't let me. I'm sorry. I'm late.
No, hang on. There. I was about to say, you made jump there for a minute, man. Hang on. Let me. Can you turn your phone a little bit so we can do the adjustments? It should. There we go. Perfect.
It's
perfect.
okay, man. I podcast bombed him on his earlier episode.
Yeah, dude, we were sitting there playing, and next thing you know, Eric just shows right up. I'm like, damn, all right. I guess you're the guest too. All right, hang on. Let me get you on here.
I was like, I don't know if Kenyatta let him know that he's on a podcast.
No, I was trying to. I was like, oh my God, let me try this here. I couldn't get in.
Okay, we got this.
Oh,
We got you guys. We got you guys set up. This is no problem. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Awesome.
Look at that.
He was trying to play
Awesome.
your video, but YouTube blocked it.
Yeah,
so
YouTube blocked you, man. Well, I was like, what's up with that? They wouldn't let us
so
play
I
your
was
stuff.
sending him the Apple Music link.
Oh wow, the regular video,
Yeah.
the We Are One.
Yes.
Wow.
I think probably because Vivo had specific touches to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but
I think it's copyright stuff. YouTube's very careful about copyright, and so they probably are worried that he's streaming you as an artist and don't have the rights to it.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going on.
That's exactly what it was. X though, Twitter, it played just fine, and on Facebook, it played just fine. So. I guess now. I guess let me rewind that. Hey, welcome, B. Taylor and Eric Ranks from 22 Salute. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Oh,
Good.
Oh man. So first off, it's an honor to have you here, B. Taylor, and we played the video
Thank
to
you.
the audience, and I was and Eric was just giving a bit of background. So we'll let Eric finish up, then we'll hit back to you.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I'm honored to be on here with both of you, first and foremost. Yeah, I'm super honored. So, as I was mentioning, so health issues, leukemia, internal bleeding that took 2 hospitals, 3.5 weeks to stop with multiple blood transfusions, ruptured esophagus. So multiple times my family's been told, hey, he's not going to make it through the night. And, through my life, that's created some both physical and mental pain. And I became very suicidal a few different times in my life. And so growing up around military, my dad was a clinical and neurological psychologist. So he focused on military mental health. And so that was always a conversation. And I knew I was dealing with it myself. And in 2012, 2012 is when I started, but really 2010, 2011, I started having friends coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan with really bad PTSD issues affecting their career, their marriages, just their life in general. And I didn't understand like what they were going through personally because I didn't serve. You know, I had so many health problems, I wasn't allowed to serve. But I knew what physical and mental pain was. So I left corporate America and started a nonprofit for vets and first responder mental health and suicide prevention called the Veterans Connection. And then during the pandemic, I start, in-person events for the nonprofit kind of came to a screeching halt like everything else in the world.
Right.
And I just kept watching the suicide rates increasing in our veteran and first responder communities because I had more time to pay attention to stats. And I was like, hey, this 22 a day is complete BS. It's like 40 to 60 a day. And so I knew that I had to increase impact. And so the only way I knew to do that was to create a social enterprise. Let's create a for-profit that can fund nonprofit work to keep increasing it because I got sick of nonprofits. Like I'd reach out to different nonprofits. B's done very well at like partnering with different groups with One Life.
Right.
And that's what I tried to do with the Veterans Connection and have done that with different organizations. But I got sick of different nonprofits saying, no, man, we're all competing for the same donor dollars. And for me, it was like, I could care less who gets the dollars.
Right.
I just want someone to get help.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
you can take all the money as long as this person's going to get help.
Exactly.
And so that's why 22 Salute was created.
Now, when this created, I always ask this of all the groups that do this type of work. Did you run into any aside from like any speed bumps along the way with this to get it set up?
On the nonprofit or for-profit side?
Well, both. I mean, whatever. I guess whichever drama pops out the most. I guess.
I would say the biggest drama is on the for-profit side, but I think we've been very clear about our messaging and have kind of push that to the side, which is so I've got a nonprofit that's like 14 years old that focus on mental health. And then I'm launching an alcohol brand. Like, how do those mix? So I think that's where the biggest like friction I've gotten, but I did it very purposefully. I realized that someone, if they're in a negative mindset, they're using alcohol in a negative way, then they're going to go purchase it with or without me. And I have a chance to get in front of someone in their darkest hour, say your life matters. Our bottles, you've seen them, they tell a very clear anti-suicide message on every one of our products. And we are the first alcohol company to put the suicide crisis line on every bottle we sell. So for me, it was like, I can go educate the general public by putting a bottle on the shelf, because most people don't know what the suicide rates are in the military and first responder communities, or they don't want to talk about it. They know, and they just don't want to talk about it. Suicide is not a conversation people want to talk about.
Right.
I can generate money to help causes to reduce that number. And then I can get in front of somebody in their darkest hour and say, hey, don't buy my product or anyone else's. Go get help. And then when you're in a better mindset and you can use alcohol responsibly, come back and purchase my product because they're the best on the market. But for me, your life is the first and foremost thing.
Right. Now, I'll be honest with you, that's actually kind of, I mean, because you also sell coffee too. So it's not like you're not.
You sell coffee.
Yeah. So it's not like you're a holdout to one thing. Did you get anybody looking at you with side eye going, wait a minute, man, you're selling alcohol with this. You're selling with the counter suicide message. Did anybody give you like any side eye about that?
Well, that's why I said that's our biggest pushback is, but we get it very, very rare, but we do get it once in a while. And as soon as I explain what I just explained, of I have a chance to get in front of someone and correct where they're at, then the resistance comes away and they say, okay, I get it.
Gotcha.
You know, like I had somebody who, I'm not going to name his name, but he's very well known in the NFL. And he had a conversation with him. And when he first was introduced to me, he came at me really hard. Like, hey, my brother committed suicide. Alcohol was a big piece of it. Like, I hate everything you're doing. And by the time I was done explaining the conversation, he looked at me and said, hey, I have a lot of resources, connections, and financial. How can I help? And that's the difference is it's people just have to understand. I'm not just trying to sell alcohol. I'm trying to help people. And as soon as people understand that messaging, that resistance goes completely away.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Hey, there's some times where you take either a cup of coffee or a drink when you're thinking about stuff, and you just kind of like, some people use that to get away anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and our coffee has the suicide crisis line as well. I mean, it's not abused the same way alcohol is, but it's the best coffee out there. You know, unfortunately, you know, we're putting Black Rifle on notice. We're coming.
I'm glad this is recorded.
we're coming. We actually have their former VP of Investor Relations on our board.
Oh wow! Oh man! So man, there's gonna be some little rivalry going. No, it's competition, right? Competitive competition. Meanwhile, I'm wearing a Long Tag Brewing T-shirt. Well, that's cool. That's good stuff. Well, wait a minute. So how did B get involved? How'd you get involved in this, B? Tell us about yourself, man.
Yeah, man. So I ended up meeting Eric through one of my friends, Eddie Abram. I was producer of the Dre's After Hours, or Dre's Comedy in Las Vegas, and Eric came a couple of times, told me, you know, what he was doing, and you know, I told him, you know, what kind of gave him the background of what I do in music, and was a service member, and been this great advocate and a Goodwill Global Ambassador, working directly with Washington for so many years, in my music, using my music and sports and my platform to push the initiatives for our veterans and awareness and stuff for our veterans and military first responders. And he was like, man, I want to, kept talking to me and said, hey man, I want you to join. I want you to do this. And I'm like, dang, and I'm sitting here with this liquor because I don't drink. So, and then that or coffee.
Right.
But then he came, man, and he explained, like Eric said, he explained what he was doing. And, like he's really sincere about that, like, and passionate like I am.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you know, man, I was like, let's do it. I want to be a part, and it's been great ever since, man. We've been doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, we played your video. What did you do in the Navy, by the way? I know you have a military background. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah. So I was Navy. I came in as AT, Naval I tested into the nuclear engineering program for the Navy.
Oh wow!
I studied engineering in college, but I switched to the second best AT, and then was part of that, and then the SOCOM division helped me to get ready. The Navy allowed me to go pursue the NFL. So I never knew what SOCOM and all that was until like in special ops, until you get with those guys and train them mentally. I was able to, work out and getting ready for football with that and just life in general, and had guys, and it just really learning the different things in the Navy and then working out with them, going to football, really develop a whole different mentality of never to quit. And so, Junior Seau helped me get my first agent along with Brad.
We lost
I'm
your audio.
ready to go football, and Chargers and getting in there and stuff. The next thing you know, the quick as I knew, I ended up meeting Snoop's brother, who brought me to meet Snoop and Snoop's mom and D12 and the Eminent Shady Camp and Nate Dogg, and I'm playing at her mom's birthday and wedding a week later, and I befriend the whole dog pound, and like Snoop's younger brother was like my brother. His mom was like my second mom, and she's a preacher. Snoop's mother, who passed away, she was a reverend. And the next thing you know, I'm going to my Navy job. I'm practicing for football, right? And then I'm on the weekends, I'm at Snoop's. I'm in Rancho Cucamonga with Snoop's. It was like a crazy, life. And then, I kept going, and I couldn't do both at the same time. So I was like, you know what? I'll keep my partnerships. I played sports my whole life. I was able to play in the All-Navy team and the military team USA as well, and played college football and basketball, and I made it here to go to sports. But, I got a chance of music. Me with Snoop led me to meeting the Motown legends, Pete Morris, Smokey and the Miracles, and all of the Motown icons and the Gordys. And Mr. Moore was like, we want to sign you. You got a lot of talent, and what you got with this military support, can go a long way in your sports background. So that's how my life changed, man. I signed to Motown, and haven't looked back since.
Bro, that's like it's almost like everything just fell into place. That's like a dream falling into place, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I have to look back, man, how long I've known Snoop, and his brother passed being suddenly last year, which was sad, and his mom as well. But just to look back at all of that, man, I was an E2, E3 in the military, reporting, and had letters from the Secretary of the Navy and the Pentagon, was on a special duty to go to the NFL, had Chargers come into the Navy base. And then on the weekend, like I told you, with Snoop, D12, I'm at M, Blink 182, Jimmy Eat World, Green Day. Like, it was
man.
I had it was a crazy story, man. It was like, when I look back and everyone's looking, it's like, you're not an E2, E3, having a different report, going and reporting to Warren and Admiral and a First Master Chief, and with a letter from the SecNav, and then you're up here, playing at Snoop's mom's birthday and wedding. You're in the studio.
Right.
You're in the studio, and Snoop's right across. You're E2, E3, E3 in the military, man.
Oh my God, that would have been so, oh man, that's so surreal. I would have okay, real quick. Did anybody give you any hate for it though? Anybody in your chain of command?
That's one of the things, like Eric said, is like, what he was saying is like, veterans all try to, they're aiming to collect the same dollar. And so with me, I had such a unique situation, and a lot of people really didn't understand, with the leadership, because it worked its way up. I was going through the SecNav's office, Secretary of the Navy, but then it worked its way up to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs and the Secretary of Defense. Then I was able to perform for the Bush family on the commencements of George H.W. Bush. They put the Barbara Foundation Reading Library,
Right.
the first one in the military, and the Bush family had me do that. Led by Dora Couch Bush, his sister, President Bush Jr.'s sister. And I did that with my management and family. And then it kind of worked as well. I performed for President Obama, and then it kind of been led to reporting and, working directly with leadership and rolling me over in the OSD office. So working with the community engagement, working with the leadership of like I said, 5 chairmen, Joint Chiefs, bunch of Secretary of Defenses, and then secretaries of VA. So when you have something like this, when people don't understand what it is, because it sounds too good to be true,
Right.
because it's not, and that's what my father was saying. It's over a lot of people's heads. You had a lot of people not wanting to help and understanding and testing and trying to discredit things, because it's not something that they are doing, but they don't, we live in a world that doesn't make common sense, right?
Yeah.
So if you see me shooting on an aircraft carrier with a video, and you see all this military around, and you see me with all the branches of the military in a video, and you see me inside of a veteran in a hospital shooting, and you see a Coast Guard cutter, okay, which involves Homeland Security, common sense of people should go, wait a minute, he's shooting on an aircraft carrier. We got pictures with a bunch of chairmen of Joint Chiefs of Staffs and Secretary. He's received, this from Secretary of Defense. He's on his air. Somebody has to be clearing something somewhere, okay? You can't just go on an aircraft carrier cutter and take your cameras and think you're just gonna shoot. But we live in such a dumbfounded, dumbed down society that people don't put 2 and 2. And so, like you said, hey, you have people trying to discredit or come over here and trying to do this. And I've always been about the body of work that I do. And like Eric said, I'm trying to put all the veteran organizations together to make it a resource pool and promote any veteran organization. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm this better, I'm this global by myself. No, the higher ups kind of phrased that for me as a goodwill global ambassador and advocate. That didn't just come from me. This was generals and secretaries over the course of 16 years of me being assigned, phrasing that, being B. Taylor's a friend of the military. This is a unique situation with B. Taylor. This is B. Taylor is a unique situation. He's a unicorn story. This is what it is. And so, you do get that hate, but what happened is the doors started to open up. The legends told me to stay the course, and my father, the legends, they've been there. Mr. Moore, Claudette, the first lady of Motown, they said, when the magic of Motown mixes with your support from the military and the leadership, mixes all of that together with your talent and everything, everyone's going to want to be a part. You're going to get things iconically happen left and right, because it's going to outweigh. You just got to stay the course. It's going to kick in. The military and the VA support at the leadership is going to kick in with your talent. It's going to kick in with that Motown magic. Everybody we've discovered has went on to do iconic stuff. When you look through the Motown regime, and a lot of people of today don't understand the history of music, even artists and younger people. Motown is the history of music. When you go through the Motown lineage, you got Michael Jackson, Janet, the Jacksons, Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, you keep going, Earth, Wind and Fire, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, Lionel Richie. I'm part of a lineage that everybody is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and has done something. So, that way I just kept the course, man, and said, it's going to be what it is, and I'm not going to be part of that. I'm going to use my platform, and if you don't like it, tough, only God can remove me from it. And so I kept growing up the ladder. When people were trying to get in the way to stop my management or try to discredit, I just kept going up the ladder and stayed who I was, making records and working with everybody in music. And now that's the biggest thing with me. Everybody in entertainment that supports me, they like, man, when you talk to them, if you bring my name up to any celebrity or athlete, you'd be like, oh man, that's B. Taylor. Yeah, man, we're gonna go with him, man. He supports the troops, man. When you get with him, it's never been anything where it's like, oh man, we don't deal with him. He don't. It's like I stay true to my brand, you know, and that's what I'm glad I was able to do. So.
Have you played at the Apollo yet? Then is that have you played at the Apollo?
No, that was hey man, that was one of the big thing. The legends had told me the story. They played at the Apollo, man. They were like kids, and they didn't have their Barry Gordy sent Smokey and the Miracles up there. They told me the story. He sent them up to the Apollo. They was like kids, and the guy comes on the phone. He goes, Barry, you didn't send me these dang kids. They don't got no music charts. And then they said, all of a sudden, the guy come walking in. He was like, hey, calm down. What's going on, baby? What's going on? He's like, Barry Gordy didn't send me these kids from Detroit up here to perform tonight. They don't have any music charts. He goes, no. I got the kids. I got them. Let me come. And they said, oh, Smokey said, hey, what's your name? He said, I'm Ray Charles. Go sit down. So Ray Charles he said, Smokey the Miracle. He said, start singing. So they started singing, man. And Ray said, okay, I got it. He said, horns do this, ba-da-da-da-da, strings do this, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to play the piano, drummer do this, da-da-da-da. He arranged their songs within 20 minutes, and they performed that night. And Ray Charles' band played, and that was the original. That's what they used for their arrangements when their album came out. Ray Charles he performed as if it was his song. He put the arrangement in 15 minutes at the Apollo when Smokey and the Miracles performed as kids there. That's how brilliant Ray Charles was.
I mean, come on. Who did not watch Showtime at the Apollo? Showtime at the Apollo.
I know it, right?
I was growing up watching that stuff too. A lot of up and coming artists came up. I mean, even some comedians. Some of them would either get booed or some of them would get would get a standing ovation. So a lot of big names that I remember growing up, like you said, Smokey Robinson, Ray Charles. Even the newer, like Living Color. I saw Living Color back in 1989 on that. And I'm like, I mean, it was on TV, but still it was Living Color singing Cult of Personality. And I was like, who are these dudes? I mean, if you didn't watch Showtime at the Apollo anyways, it was almost like it came after certain times in the night, but I was supposed to be up that night watching movies, watching that stuff anyways. But I'd go down, sneak and watch TV, and Showtime at the Apollo came out. That's where you got all your music. That's where you knew all the cuts for cruising that you went on when you were growing up. That's where you'd hear all the tunes of someone coming up, and then that's where like I said, you need to get up on there, man.
Right.
Oh man. But so the conversation that I'm sorry we went off completely, but hey, nothing wrong with that. So Eric is like, am I going to get a chance to talk?
No. I have nothing but love and respect for B, and I could listen to him all day long.
Yeah, me too.
Same, Eric.
Yeah. So this track that you released that came out, what made you? What brought you together to do the song? And
so so I did it. I wrote it early, but the pandemic was right before the pandemic. I was guest of the Secretary of Defense office and the public affairs. I was meeting with the public affairs. So I had played that record. I played it, and they were like, "Oh, this would be great." And they were doing a campaign at the time called "Know Your Mill," #Know Your Mill, which meant know your military, that they were trying to change the myths in the military of that, okay, there's over 800 jobs in the military, you can become this, you don't have to just go to war and war, but that you can get your education, you can play sports, you can be an accountant, you can be a doctor, you can do these things in the military. And so they had a part of know your mill. So I had to meet with the leadership, and so I played the record, and that was January. So they were like, oh man, this would be great. I'll say, yeah, I'm thinking about releasing it later on this year. We can do something cool with it. And so it was cool. I got a good reception back. So luckily, I didn't know there was going to be a pandemic. This was like, I met, not January, February, the beginning, right after Super Bowl. So then this pandemic started going. And so all of a sudden, my dad, who was a minister out in Vegas of a mega church, my dad, Pastor Taylor, my mom called, he preached on Sunday. Wednesday, they were rushing him to the hospital, and it was all this stuff going on with this pandemic, and so my dad was put on a ventilator. So he never been sick, so he's on this ventilator, and then all this stuff was going on with George Floyd happened and things. So public affairs got in touch with me and was like, "Hey, man, we need this would be good for unity." So I went and brought the naval office, chief of naval, the SHINFO, chief of naval operations, got with me, and they started to quarterback, and they linked up all the public affairs. The admiral, SHINFO, linked up all public affairs of every branch, including the Homeland Security. So it was the Air Force public affairs, the Army public affairs, the Navy, Marine Corps, and then the Homeland Security, the Coast Guard public affairs. Was like, here's this song, let's clear him to do this video. So the treatment of the video was put together. Then then at the same time connected with the VA office, and they allowed, and we're bringing in their first, doctors, and was clearance for us to shoot at the hospitals. And then since Tampa Bay was down there, the Bucks, where MacDill Air Force, which is CENTCOM headquarters in SOCOM, then my manager, Arlisa Jackson, and her group and people that knew, they have been talking to the Tampa Bay Bucks leadership. So the next thing you know, the COO and CEO of the Bucks and the NFL is involved. Say, hey, you can shoot this at our stadium, shoot a scene, that we would love this in the bubble. So next thing you know, I've got like the first responders association. I got the clearance to the VA. It was just like all these emails coming into my team from public affairs, and they were clearing. We were filling out contracts to clear. So they started shooting it. 3 months I'm shooting this during the pandemic when my dad was into ICU fighting for his life. Then my mom got sick with COVID, and we couldn't see her. So I'm filming, because I knew I had to push through and, just trying to, be a positive light. So we got all the clearance. We're filming. I filmed in NATTC, the Naval Aviation headquarters, where I was stationed down there. I filmed at Army with the Marines and the Navy. They opened up the Naval Aviation Station. Everything was closed down, but they opened up the Naval Aviation Museum. We're filming in the museum. Then we went down to the Gulf, got on the cutter. We're filming in the middle of the cutter, Coast Guard cutter. And then the Blue Angels authorized. The Blue Angels, they flew for like 3 or 4. So in my video, that's live footage of them flying. They flew for 2 or 3 hours. So we got the clearance for the Blue Angels. They were going to be doing that. And the videographers were filming that for 2 hours, getting scenes. We've got that. And then I went down to MacDill, filmed down in Tampa Bay, down there. And then, J. Michael was part of the video at the beginning. He was like, man, I'm a country singer, and, I've been with Jason Aldean. He's like, who are you, dude? How are we filming all this? Like, everything shut down. He was talking. He was like, man, B's got me. He was calling back to people. He's like, I'm on a cutter, Coast Guard cutter. He's got me. We're in this museum, the Naval Aviation Museum, with all these planes. Nobody's at work. It's special open. He's like, it's us and some troops and the public affairs director and the camera crew. And they opened up the air. So he started going like, who in the heck are you, dude? How are you getting all this? And so I filmed that. We got it done. Then we went to Tampa. We filmed in Tampa Bay at the Bucks Stadium, Raymond Jones Stadium. And we filmed at the Bucks. We were on their practice facility as well. We filmed at their practice facility. So I was like, man, we're going to do this. So I got ready and I held it. So then come up last year, Chapel Hart, someone that knew us wanted to put us together. And so I had saw him on America's Got Talent. And so they knew J. Michael Harder from being in country music down in Nashville. So Chapel Hart was like, yeah, man, we want to work with you, B. So I put them on the record. Then I kind of took the song a little bit on a tour. I was like, you know what, we're going to try this and tour. I'm going to join their tour for like 20 dates. And I'm going to bring troops and vets and first responders through my team in that city. They're going to have them come with me and be guests, and I'm going to bring them on the stage. And we're going to perform this song like this before I perform. I'm going to introduce the active duty, the first responders in that city man, it was crazy, man, because nobody does that on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And we performed it. That's how I knew. I was like, okay, this is going to stick. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait to put this out. And then I waited and then got ready to put it out this year. And then was getting ready to put it out. I met Eric at the same time. And I was like, man, this is great with, 22 Salute fits this. It's the timing to put this out, put out the country pop version, put all of this. So I've added Eric, Moms for America, who I met as well, added people, James Neely, who was a great supporter and donor, added him at narrating at the beginning, and then Adriana Gray, who is a host on TV, some talk shows and stuff, as guest appearances and stuff. And so just put it all, that's how I put it together, man. It was like a just huge shoot, and released it, man. And so that's how this all came about. And then my pops pulled off. He was sick for 10 months, gave him a 5% chance to live. And the infectious disease doctors told us he was a man of God, because everybody his age was dying, and they was going to pull it off. They didn't know if his lungs was going to swell up, and Pops pulled it off. And I was, and that attributes to the military of how we have to compartmentalize and still get the things done.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you so strong being in the military, you learn how to be away from family and still do what you have to do and lean on God,
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to shoot this. Who could shoot a video of this magnitude and get clearance when you got something going on in the world that has never been done? You don't know what's going on with your dad. He's never been sick. And all of a sudden you can't see him and he's in ICU, and then your mom is shut down. He got both parents shut down, and I'm filming in the middle on a cutter and, filming at these places with all this going on. So I attribute that to faith in God, and I also attribute it of when I tell people what the military brings out the character in you. You learn to continue the mission and get it done, and you build character in the military. And that's what got me through filming all this. So.
Not to mention the fact that, I don't know. It's fate, man, also that comes in that just plays right in that path for you, man. It just, it, like you were saying, your family going through all this while you were doing the shoots. I put a still screen up there and you could see it of you just standing on that cutter like that. And it just looks like you're looking out, projecting, hey man, the future's looking great. You know what I mean? It's got that look, you know what I mean? It's got that, hey man, you're projecting, you want to see what's beyond the horizon and stuff like that, man. So it's no, it's inspirational, dude. Sorry, Eric.
Thank you, man.
Who are you again? I forgot, Eric. Who you? I'm sorry.
No, that's the man. Eric's the man.
What's funny about that? When I first met B, this was during the Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So it's actually before Dre's. We met at the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, and this is a story for anyone who's listening, because there's a moral to this story. So when I first met him, he'd be security with him, and they're like, no man, stay away from B, like leave him alone, like. But I gravitated, like I was gravitating for him, and he appreciated the story I was sharing him. He's like, yeah, I'm not into alcohol, but like I love the things you're doing. But yeah, his security's like, no, we're not having that. And but there's something he said that I want to use as a moral to the story, which was, so we do have a common friend, Eddie, who bounces between LA and Phoenix right now. But my moral story is be authentic and don't ask for something for like go support people just to support people. Like, if I didn't keep just showing up, I didn't show up and be like, hey, I need this from you every time. Hey, I need this from you. I mean, I did once in a while put a bug in his ear, like, hey, like you should connect me with Dre's about putting my stuff in Dre's. And I did that to Eddie too. It wasn't just him. But my intent to going was not to try to get into Dre's. My intent was to support people. And I loved that B, every time he stood up, like at the comedy show, like he began every comedy show with let's support our troops. You know, it was all about the troops at the beginning. And it was awkward. I'll be honest. Like, I love Eddie and I love the people he books, but I was like my wife and I were like the only white people that were showing up to these comedy shows. And the comedy shows were like totally dissing on white people like crazy. I'm the only white people, you know, me and my wife.
I come from a blended family. I know what you mean. I'm the only white. Me and my mom are the only white-looking white people in the family. Everyone else, like I said, we're so blended on different races, black, you know, brown, and all that. So I get it, man. I get it. I get clowned for my own family.
Work on some of these comedy shows, but anyways, it didn't stop me. Like, just kept going. I'm gonna go support whether it's awkward or not. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep supporting. I don't expect anything in return. And if that authenticity had not been there, and B did not recognize that authenticity, he wouldn't have reached out and said, "Hey, man, I really see something different. Like, I'd love to find ways for us to work together."
No, Eric's a beast, man. I tell you this, Eric's and Marine, their whole team, Maurice, the whole group over there, man. And, you know, I told Eric, man, just keep plucking through the wall, you know, like he's got a great product. The product over there and the mission and the statement with 22 Salute, 22 veterans, you know, that commit suicide, what he's doing and how he is, it's a great thing, you know, and that's what you want to align with when you work with people, especially in the thing being in entertainment and being, you know, I get a whole bunch of stuff at me all the time, you know, with different stuff and different things, man. And then, you know, and so I have to like be careful and choose. And I always try to choose, you know, is it in line with supporting our troops, our vets, and our first responders and their families? And I've made it my life's work that if they can't do that with any company that I'm dealing with, can't do those things, then I don't align with it. Mm-hmm. You know, I stay true to what my dad said. You don't have to align. All money and all partnerships are not good. So if they can't be in that, it's okay. I walk away from it. I'm not the fit for you, because without that demographics of people who serve, there's nothing there's no freedom. And that's just the bottom line. It's no sugarcoating in the middle. Without people that wearing the uniform, men and women wearing the uniform and their families making sacrifices every single day, 24/7, 365, there is nothing we can do for free to enjoy sports, music, just walking outside your house to the mailbox. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things are provided for a group of less than 1% that have worn and will wear that uniform. So for me, if you're not aligned with that, then I don't really touch it, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you already know that you should be supporting. Yeah, I'm not going to, you should know that automatically. So so Eric, you know, he really supports, you know, what we're doing, and it's a great product, man. Everybody loves everything, the coffee, the bourbon, everybody loves it. They open it up, everyone. I got to tell this story. So Flow Ride, this was past, talk to me. Zach is my big brother, Big Zach. Big Zach, I got him some stuff, right? Eric, I gave him some 22 Salute. Because he had already had some other stuff, and I gave him the coffee. He was like, man, I want that coffee. So he goes down, he tells me this. I said, man, what you think? He's like, hey, dude, I had my girl's dad, and they came over, and you know, he's coffee drinker. They all coffee drinkers. So they came over. I give him some of that 20. They're like, who's that? He's like, man, that's my brother from Mizzou that played football with me, and he's part of our camp, B. Taylor. That's his coffee, because Eric had me on the face of it. Mm-hmm. He said, okay. So they fixed the coffee for everyone. Why, 48 hours later, they come back and they didn't even say, they're like, hey, man, that coffee.
B, we lost
some more of that stuff and woke me up.
we lost the best part of the story.
Oh, no, I said, so they came over. I'm sorry. They came over 48 hours later. They were like, Zach, man, that coffee, dude, that stuff's good. It woke me up. Where's it at? You got some more of it? It was like everybody came back asking for the coffee. And then so Z was like, hey, he started drinking. He's like, man, I don't drink coffee, but this stuff. So it's like the product, man, is it speaks for itself. It's from everybody like that. It speaks for itself.
Well, and I'm going to put this challenge out to. I'm putting all other spirits companies on notice. Like, there's our suicide crisis line on our box. I challenge every other alcohol company to follow us. It doesn't have to be exclusive to me.
Right.
Follow me. Don't put drink responsibly on the bottle. Like, actually care about people's lives. Like, that's what I'm about. And, kind of like we're coming from Black Rifle. Same with alcohol.
That's all right. That's like the third dig now.
He's frozen.
Hey, B, you're frozen, man. You good?
That coffee got to him.
I'm about to say that coffee's got him so wired it stopped.
That coffee's got him so worked up.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
The coffee.
That's because everyone's like watching him, going, "Hey, man, are you on this podcast? Is that you?"
Yeah. You know what? It's people. That's what's going on. It's people just calling in, like, for real, like texting stuff, and it's freezing me up. I'm like, stop. I got an interview, man.
Oh man, yeah. Everyone's saying that about Jason Aldean. He's awesome to work with. I work with a few of his shows and events. Great human. That's Holly in the chats. Yeah, this is So real quick, let's cover the spirit stuff right here. You deliver? It delivers? You deliver the stuff? This stuff?
We deliver direct to door to 47 states.
Oh man.
So it's. Yeah, I'll talk about what's unique about each of our products in a very fast way.
All right.
So we started with vodka. So all of our products are 1 liter bottles. So there's an average, according to the Department of Defense, of 22 suicides every day in the military community. Even though I know it's higher than that, we'll use their number. So it's a 1 liter bottle because there's 22 1.5 ounce shots in a 1 liter bottle. All other vodka is filtered an average of 1 to 3 times. People will say they distill it X amount of times, but distilling does nothing for the quality of the product. Only filtering does. We filter ours over 22 times to honor the lives we lost that day. It actually takes me 2 extra days of filtering, so it's costing me money to do that. But it matters to me. And then we trademark salute shots because the number one way to save a life is community. Like, reach out to people. People suffer in silence. And so in the back it says, gather 22 friends and family and do a salute shot together, because we don't want people drinking alone. We want people to build community, reach out to people, because that's how you're going to save a life. And so that's what's unique about our vodka. Our bourbon, it's the only fig vanilla bourbon made in the world. Nobody else makes one. Both of those products are double gold winning. We've won the top awards you can win in the spirits industry. Again, it's a 1 liter bottle. And then our coffee is all high altitude specialty coffee. So things that make coffee premium is, 1, the altitude they're grown at. Our coffee is grown at between 1,500 and 3,000 meters. Now everybody has to go do the math of meters to feet, but
it's up there.
15, Utah, where I'm at, is almost 5,000 feet, which is around 1,500 meters. So, and that's in the valley. I mean, it's higher if you go higher up in the mountains of Utah, but so it's high altitude, and then they do they have what's called cupping scores. And this is getting more into coffee than most people care to know about, but I'm going to go ahead and share it. So they get a room full of people who literally sit and taste coffee all day long, and they taste it, they smell it, they look at the texture, like there's all kinds of things and then they score it. And to hit specialty, you have to be 80 and above, and most grocery stores coffee is not a specialty. And your Starbucks and all that is not specialty coffee. All of our coffee is between 85 to 87 for a cupping score, which puts it in the top 1 to 2% of coffee beans anywhere in the world. And we do have coffee from from all regions across the world.
So somebody said in the chats, as long as I'm not drinking monkey shit.
Yeah, it's definitely not monkey shit.
It's that I guess there's a coffee bean that comes out of a monkey.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. And it's super expensive.
Oh, okay.
It's super expensive. And I don't know. I've never bought it. I have zero.
There you go, Corey. There's her answer. It's not monkey shit. There you go.
It's not monkey
No,
shit.
it's good. It's good though. It's good. I mean, I don't drink coffee, and I'm telling the fans out there, people, it's good coffee. All his products that Eric has, the fig vanilla, bourbon, people love that. People love like all his products are great, and I drink it in the different flavors. It's really, really good, man. And I gotta add to this to Eric because we're gonna make the announcement. I gotta say it because it's gonna officially happen. We're just working on the back end of it, but it's already. Yep, it's all because I talked to Daleka last night and Mandela about it, and Eric. When they get it, when they allow me to send it, I was able to send what they already have created, the front of the coffee. They already had the creation of it. And so I'm announcing it on here that 22 Salute, we are working and we're finishing up the back end paperwork, but it's official. It's going to come through 22 Salute, the Nelson Mandela coffee line, with my partnership with Daleka Mandela, his eldest granddaughter, and the foundation. I'm the co-founder of the Nelson Mandela Roli Shasha Mandela first signature electric vehicle car with Daleka Mandela and the Mandela Foundation. And so we created that, and every car is going to have his signature. These are super luxury cars that's going to have his signature, and and the proceeds, a lot of proceeds we're doing are going toward the Mandela Foundation, the Talimbe Foundation, which was Daleka's dad, who was Nelson's eldest son, who passed away who were killed when he was in prison. But it's the whole the global initiative on education. So I'm gonna create opportunities for military and vets and education. And so I talked to, in Africa, Ghana, that's where, the coffee is. And so I talked to Daleka. And so the cover, Eric hasn't seen it, but he will. The cover has this decorative, awesome built-in picture of Daleka and Mr. Mandela. It's crazy, man. And so it's going to be that coffee line coming through 22 Salutes. They're finishing all up. So not only are you going to get 22 Salutes coffee, but you're going to get one of the most prominent figures next to Mother Teresa, who is beloved worldwide, of a presidential figure, to have a coffee line to come through the 22 Salute with my partnership with the Nelson Mandela family, Daleka, and the foundation. So it's been authorized. They've already done it, Eric. We don't even have to. All we're going to have to do is add the 22 Salute signature. It's already there. I saw the picture from video, and it's, bro, I'm telling you right now, the flavor, that's it. And they gave me some ideas, Eric, with some flavor. But yeah, man. So I'm making it through. 22 Salutes will be the official one to carry Mr. Mandela and Daleka Mandela's coffee.
Eric,
you guys just got breaking news.
I was about to say,
I haven't been telling anybody. Like, I know we've been working on this.
I was watching your face, Eric, and you're like, are you?
Well, only because there's some other things that have been going on in WhatsApp, on some conversations, on some other things that I'm like, are we really gonna?
Yeah, I'm clear. She's a part. It's part. I want to make it. I've talked to Daleka. Daleka's like my big sister in the foundation, and I wouldn't say we're just working out the details. But but Daleka wants to bring it to you. People don't know this, but Mr. Mandela was trained by the Ethiopian military, the emperor of the Ethiopian military. So he was a veteran. So he had a love for veterans and military. He would drink coffee every morning with 2 teaspoons of honey from Daleka. This is what he did his whole life, even with her being the eldest granddaughter and his caretaker for the last 12, 14 years of his life. He would drink coffee and 2 teaspoons of honey with his coffee. So, like she told me yesterday, everything was good. She's excited. She's just working on the stuff with my management to work with 22 Salute, but they have said she trusts in me, with 22 Salute. And I said, Delecka, this is for the fun. I told them all, I said, this is the way to go. And so it will be coming. And Eric won't have to we won't have to do too much, but how about taking that to distribution? We have Nelson Mandela here today.
So since he's gonna break news, I'll follow suit. These are shipping to be. I need to put a label on them, which is why they haven't shipped yet. I'm making a label right now with B on them. So we have 4 spices, barbecue seasoning for all your barbecue fans out there. 22 Salute / B Taylor barbecue seasonings coming.
Oh my God, B Taylor's
Yeah,
got a
man.
barbecue rub, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's gonna be all. Eric, they got the coffee and the barbecue.
I love that.
My dad, man, my uncle, my daddy, he can't wait, man. My friend, everybody barbecues, man. So it's like, Eric, it's so cool, man. I'm telling you guys, be paying attention to 22 Salutes. I'm telling them, I'm telling you guys, we're coming. Support it. It supports the military vet. This guy that's the CEO of this, I'm telling you, I've been around. I've been in entertainment. I've been with the highest of the highest, 5 presidents, different people, all the time in front of people. Eric and Marine, the leadership of this, along with that Navy veteran female-owned distiller, that's number 5 in the country, okay, out of 3,700 distillers. This is what I do. These are good people, and we need to support good people, faith-based, that have values and morals, that are they treat everybody. Eric and Marine treat everybody the same. They treat people, this is not a guy coming in like a tyrant. He's sharing his stuff. He's coming in, and 22 Salute's going to be a force. Like I'm telling you, they're going to be a force to reckon with. You might not think so, but they're going to be a force to reckon with. So you heard it from me, and I've had hit records, and I've been around a lot of stuff in the beginning that all goes from this, when you created, to this, including my life, from this to this. And Eric and Marine are on the path. And the thing about it is their love for our heroes and where their heart is. When the leadership heart is in the right way, that's when good things happen and God blesses it. It starts with the leadership of any product, right? Or anything. The leadership of Eric and Maureen, the heart is in the right place. That's why I brought this to Delecka, because the Mandela Foundation is about the heart. Mr. Mandela was about where your heart, he was the father of collaboration. I learned this from Delecka, learning the history when she came over and met my parents, because I told her she could have chose anybody for the car, for these things. She said, no, B, your service to your country, your love for passion of Samaritan work and helping. That's what my grandfather was. He believed if a child or anybody had a great health and education, they could be productive human beings in the world. So, it starts with those things. And I wouldn't have never brought something up. You talking about Nelson Mandela. There's no other president on this planet, okay, or figure like that on a beverage brand or coffee. I want you to think about that. Who do you know out of all the world leaders that is sitting on a commodity like that? There's no one that's beloved by the entire world. People, when you say Nelson Mandela, because I've experienced it doing the stuff, man, he hits everybody. So to be able to give that to Eric, to bring a jewel like this of coffee that's origin is in Africa, to bring, the guy, what they call him, the grandfather of collaboration. He was the grandfather to the world. That's what Delecka said. I had to understand my grandfather was the father of the world, because so many people, everyone came to be with him. They would be scheduled to be with him for a day. They would stay 5 or 6 days. It's Oprah, the Dalai Lama, the Pope, all the U.S. presidents, Bono, Madonna, freaking Denzel, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Like when I seen you see all these things of super duper, and they say the same thing, to have a coffee like this and be with that, and with me working with that in the car and to bring the coffee this way, that's an honor, and it's a testament to Eric. Because I wouldn't have brought it and even opened up my mouth about something like this. But it's a testament to Eric.
Wow.
And Eric did their good leadership. So,
Thank you. And when you buy a car, you'll get coffee with it.
yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Oh man, B. Taylor, Eric Ranks, thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. This was a good chat, good talk. 22 salute. We're gonna drop the comments. We're gonna drop the links in the comments, and then you guys make sure. Guys, thank you guys so much again for hanging out. This has been a good talk. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry
Thank you for having me.
for podcast bombing you earlier.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
Hang out for a sec. I'm gonna go put everybody on break, and then we'll be right back. So stay connected. Stand by. All right, we're gonna take a break right quick, and we'll be right back. Stand by. Shouts.
Hell is a candle, not a big fireplace. It's a girl with blonde hair and tears down her face. It's a lack of emotion, but the devil's so warm. With a sense of elation and souls being torn. Thought she was the problem, but I came to find that the thorns and the horns had always been mine. The devil in you and the devil in me are just part of the problem, as problems tend to be. You don't need to explain, we can both feel the pain. It's alright to lose faith, just don't lose this embrace, this devil in me. This devil in me. He met with my mother, said he's the son of a guy, and anybody who knows him is destined to rhyme. Plays the blues like he owns it, and breaks hearts like it's fine. But a lock is away when he's found the one, and he's cursed to this cycle, but he won't know he's there, since I won't let him die until his moment of despair. It's alright to lose faith, just don't lose this embrace, this devil in me. This devil in me.
A midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeants rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W, the force, the madness we know. The mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeants rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W, the force, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wild things roam. Every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange. Army W, the force, it never will change. So raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say Army W, the force, every single day.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Time to wrap it up. Man, Eric, B. Taylor, man, I could talk to those dudes for hours. I had to like say, hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta close it up because we were going back and forth. Thank you guys. Of course, 22 Salute, B. Taylor, Eric Ranks. Man, this is I'm excited. They broke some news about what they got ahead. Pretty excited to see they got. Make sure you check out the links that we dropped in the chats. Also posted underneath the stream on X, or formerly known as Twitter. Can we just stop saying formerly known as Twitter now? If you don't know already, it's Twitter. That was Twitter at the time of excellence. Now it's X. So anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, again, Eric, I thought that was kind of funny how he just jumped right in and right during the show in the beginning and decided to, I don't know, to ask if he wants to have like a podcast. No, just kidding. If he wants to join us on other conversations. Anyways, so thanks again to 22 Salute, Eric Ranks, and their I said global brand ambassadors, what I think he is, B. Taylor, recording artist. Man, I didn't realize he was so deep in all the knowledge and all the connections that he had. So that's what I'm talking about. So let's do some housekeeping. I'll break some lemon pledge. And so this Monday edition, of course, Tuesday's Pop Culture War with Michael Carrasquillo, also known as CQ, the Pop Culture, with his angry staff of Mad Mike and Angry Elf. Smoke Pit and Sports Bar are going to be going through some changes of show rearrangements. FTX as well, possibly. Weekend Co-ops is on Saturday, of course. So again, the only fluid shows would be Sports Bar, Smoke Pit, FTX. I think FTX is still going to play on Fridays, but and Weekend Co-ops, they still have their bye week and all that. Yeah, so Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays are the solid locked-in shows. Look for more stuff coming out. We have more stuff coming out at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, and doing some collaborative ventures, media ventures with other entertainers, other outlets. And so that's all going to go to the all the exclusive stuff is going to go on our YouTube page. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, as my youngest would say. And so you don't forget to also hit up Hots and Cots, the collaborative app that we have on. They're on all platforms too. They're on X. Just download the app and be able to upload all your Hots and Cots. Let's see. Anything else? Did I miss anything? We got housekeeping. Do I have any guests? Do we have any guests right now? We're still working on the guests. No. I don't see any guests coming up. So right now we're waiting on a tentative big guest. And once their front desk gets back with us, then we can announce who that guest is. Big. I want to say big name. You want to say big dollar? He's not really a big dollar, but he's a big name guest. And so when he comes on, or when he's scheduled, we'll be able to do the announcements with that, and of course with the appropriate promos. We're broadcasting live on 5 different platforms, 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio when it's not getting blocked. WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments on Facebook, and of course on X, streaming live. Jump in the chats. You can always talk out. Again, the algorithms on our pages are going wild. Facebook has needlessly, we think, because we've been disputing it, removing some fan comments and removing it, just saying that it's violating community standards, and the same thing with some of our streams. Some of the content that you see going up, somebody mass purports it, it gets pulled down. We got nothing to do. Hey, that's the content that we post up. We rarely take anything down. So with that, I think that's it. I think that covers it all. So again, shout out to B. Taylor and Eric Ranks, 22 salute, veteran made spirits and coffee, with awareness to the 22 a day epidemic, or I'd say I'm with Eric. I think there's more. So y'all have a good night, and shots. Yeah.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 dark 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Running marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters, we rise. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand alive. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Souls and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand alive. Warriors forged in the battle line. It's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our zen. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
If you haven't got problems.
I'm Ethan Nagel, scout sniper and filmmaker. I've teamed up with combat veteran and founder of Project Leaflet, Chris Naganuma. We traveled to Izium to capture the stories of 3rd Assault Brigade's men on the front lines. This is Embed Actual.
If you have annoying neighbors, you can use this device.
Just crossed the river. We're gonna grab some coffee though before we hit the front line.
Heading back into the bunker for safety. Make sure we don't get hit with counter battery. Oh, there's one.